Okay, so this is my first junk journal, and let me tell you a little bit about it. My friend Rachel introduced me to lap books. And then I went to YouTube and tried to look up what they were because I had no idea. And I found a YouTube channel and the lady Rachel is her name. I can't remember her last name, but she had a boho journal and she did a little tutorial of it, and I just thought it was gorgeous. So this is what I've come up with. I did follow her plan for making a travel size notebook junk journal. But my friend Rachel, when she came up with the lap book idea, she was trying to put it together for some kids who were studying 2nd Peter. And I just thought that it would be a really fun thing, kind of going along with 2nd Peter, to make this to stir up one of my friends and the knowledge of the Lord. So here it is. This front page is I typed up an excerpt from Milton Vincent's The Gospel Primer, and basically it just talks about how merciful He is to us. Some of these things I've printed out on a computer. This here is from John Calvin's Miscellanies, where he took the Bible and he posted it into his own journal to make commentary on it, verse by verse. So I have this little thing here. I made this little paper clip out of flour, and then this I got it from the thrift store. It has the Beatitudes on the back, which I thought was really cool. And this little thing here is just for a little tuck space for it. I'll put that back a little bit later. So some of these papers I just copy dyed, printed off the computer. This cardstock, parchment paper, another paper from John Calvin's Miscellanies. This is just some music, with assurance. So space for journaling. And the backs of all the pages. The outside of this journal was actually made from cardboard, so I used a cereal box and a soda box. Some of this I printed off and attached to cardstock, and then I found this cute little card from the thrift store that I coffee dyed. So it'd be a cute little thing for some journaling space. Another coffee dyed paper. 2 little tuck spots here. Let's see if I can get it in here. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I don't have a setup for videos, so this is the first time I've ever made a video or a junk journal. So this was really cool. This is from John Edwards. It's a print off, obviously, but it's from a letter cover from him to the Reverend Mr. Thomas Foxeroff. So I thought that was cool, and I just have it open to grab some of these little pages that I put in. Some of these are from old spelling books, 95 Theses I printed off, some dictionary paper, and some regular paper. And back here, I made this little collage with a lot of these have dictionary meanings, just to kind of remind us of who we are in Christ and what we have. This is just a little journaling card with a Starbucks cardboard attached to the back. Some pretty fabric lace that I found at a thrift shop. The cardboard box that I did, so I used the cereal box, and then I actually took some of an really old dictionary that's kind of fallen apart, and I glued it onto the cereal box to do a back cover. And then this green that you see here, that's actually tissue paper, and I didn't have enough of it, so I just spotted it around in some places. This is just another journaling card that I kind of quilted with some fabric and another part of the miscellanies from John Calvin. Did a little bit of stitch work around it. This is really cool. This envelope here, it's clear, so it's kind of difficult to see, but actually made it out of a quilt bag. So I just did some little stitching, cut it down to size, and I thought it was really cool. Next section. So this is really cool. This is from Charles Spurgeon, one of his journals. And then some just copy dyed parchment paper. This was a really cute little collage I made, just with some attributes of God, so that my friend can dwell on that as she's journaling, hopefully. I honestly don't even know if she is a journaler, but when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to just make this for her. So I have, hopefully she'll enjoy it and actually use it. I am the type of person who I like to create. I like to be creative more than I like to actually use a journal. So this was really fun. This is a print off, free printable from Pinterest. And this back paper is just from a library book. And we got this little belly here. Some more paper, parchment paper. Put that up a little bit. Some old paper that I printed off. Some more miscellaneous paper, and then I had some copy dyed cardstock, and then I had a bunch of old just scrapbook paper hanging out in my garage, so I used that to craft this. And then there's two signatures, they call it. So this is signature 1 and then signature 2, and both of those have been, let me show you, just sewn in. I didn't do a great job. I haven't used my sewing machine in forever, but this here, it's a cute little thing. This is the symbols from where John Calvin had written in his paper and in his Bible. He would write symbols for an easier filing system, I guess you would call it. This here is just a little envelope that's been coffee dyed. I found this little baptismal certificate from 1915. Well, actually 1917 is when the baptism occurred, so I thought that was neat. These are just some dried flowers that I had hanging around. I used a little bit of, what's it called, cheesecloth to make this little decorative, and then here's the rest of those symbols that I mentioned earlier. This was actually part of a letter that I received in the mail from Ligonier. I thought it would be really fitting to put in there. If we want to love God more, we have to know Him more deeply. And then inside is just this little hummingbird with the word sustain. This little collage that I made. And then on the back, some journaling. That's actually coffee dyed, and I put it on a little gridded sheet in my oven, and it turned out like that, so it was really cool. Here's just a little collage I made. This is a button that I found at the thrift store. Christ, and then here's this little printout I have from the internet. God from A to Z. And then I just printed it out and put it in. Back here is a little envelope. Envelope that was coffee dyed. I had to rip it a little bit to get this in here, but it's just another little journaling packet. Institutes of the Christian religion. So it's just some more paper. And then back here behind this little envelope, there's some more of John Calvin's. Actually, this is John Calman's genealogy, which is in the miscellaneous. It's really cool. And then it's just some more paper. So lots of space for journaling. Lots of cool little decorations. And I had so much fun making this. Oh, and this, oh yeah, there's a little paper bag. I made this little paper bag out of another little paper bag. Well, big paper bag. And then inside I just have this little card for journaling and some of that fabric that I got at the thrift store. So let's try to fold this up. Okay. And then I didn't really do anything on the back, but you can see here on the sides where the signature was sewn in. So that's it. That's my journal. I had a wonderful time making it, and maybe I'll make some more in the future. Thanks for watching.